Just moments ago, he ran his hand over a welded seam inside the ship, and his heart sank. Something felt off. He immediately told his father to get to the deck and check if the resistance mechanism on the weld was failing. Right now, the Pendleton, a T2 oil tanker, was drifting in the middle of a raging storm. With waves like these, if anything went wrong, the consequences would be catastrophic. The old man made his way from the engine room at the stern up toward the deck, warning others to stay alert and be careful. But just then, the ship slammed directly into a wall of water several meters high. The impact jolted everyone on board. The old man quickly returned to the engine room and said there was no way he could even reach the deck. They needed to alert the captain to slow down immediately. Seibert rushed off to relay the message, but was a second too late. Seibert got up again and ran to the electrical room to shut off the power. His father ordered everyone to grab whatever tools they could and hurry to the engine room to seal the cracks. There wasn't a second to lose. Crew members scrambled into action, doing everything they could to prevent seawater from entering the engine's air intake system. Just then, Seibert discovered that the phone lines were dead. Desperate to reach the captain, he sent Shuta to deliver the message about the critical situation at the stern. Braving the torrential rain and wild winds with only a flashlight, Shuta made it to the deck, only to be nearly paralyzed with fear by the apocalyptic sight in front of him. Some crew members suggested launching the lifeboats and escaping, but Seibert immediately shot down the idea. He said, "These waves could tear this steel giant in two. Do you really think a lifeboat stands a chance? That's just suicide." According to him, the remaining half of the ship could probably stay afloat for just 5 more hours, tops. The engine room was flooding through a split in the welded seam. If the water reached the engine's air intake, they'd lose power, and without power, there would be no electricity. The end result? Total loss of life. Their only shot was to keep the pumps running constantly, drain the flooding water, and steer the back half of the ship onto a sandbar to delay sinking. The good news? The foghorn still worked. As long as they could stay afloat and keep the horn blowing, there was still a chance of rescue, but it was easier said than done. With the bow section of the ship gone, the rudder was useless. To steer, Seibert and a team of crewmen waited for the right moment to drive an I-beam into the steering mechanism to create a makeshift rudder. Just as Seibert finished building the manual steering rig, his father reported that someone on deck was ignoring orders and trying to lower a lifeboat. Seibert was exasperated. Sometimes ignorance really can be deadly. With no other option, he grabbed an axe to teach them a harsh lesson.